Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Zenfinex monthly forecast videos for April. Today I'm going to be covering a crude oil forecast by running over the recent supply and demand news events, which is going to set the tone for where this market is heading. Now the demand news stems mainly around the COVID-19 vaccines and fresh lockdowns, with the supply news coming from comments by the Saudi energy minister. Now we see the oil market consolidating at around $60 per barrel mark, and I think an expansive move could be on its way. So there are a few factors that I've mentioned before that we just can't seem to shake off at the moment, and this may seem repetitive, but it's really important to understand that fresh COVID-19 lockdowns in Europe are re-triggering fuel demand worries. I think it was France last week being the latest to go into a lockdown, and it's not that demand won't come back. This is all about investor fear and doubt, and this is what really drives the markets. At the moment, the news coming out of Europe and developing countries as well is putting doubt into investors' minds about the pickup in fuel demand. And on top of this, we are still seeing a sluggish vaccine rollout in Europe, and even the UK has expressed issues around the AstraZeneca vaccine, which kind of adds to this story. However, it still must be said that fuel demand is still predicted to accelerate rapidly in the second half of this year as the global economic recovery gathers steam. But for April, I would expect the new lockdown measures and the vaccine rollouts to dominate demand sentiment going into this oil market. Now, moving on to some supply factors, I wanted to touch on something that was said by the Saudi energy minister. He said that he saw nothing yet in the market which disturbs us, in his words, and this was on an interview on Thursday. Adding to that, he said that the OPEC was nimble enough to change course if necessary, so they're willing to adapt to the different environments that are going on. And the cartel will continue to meet monthly to discuss their output levels. Analysts expect global oil inventories to continue to fall. However, for this month, we need to keep an eye on these demand factors that I've mentioned before as well. But just on a side point as well, this week, world powers and Iran held talks on reviving their 2015 nuclear deal. This could result in the United States lifting sanctions on Iranian oil exports. And I'm going to be listening out to the developments on this, as it's something I might come back to in a few months, but it's something that could cause a bit of noise in the markets if we have some significant developments. Okay, so I'm on the chart now, and as you can see, for the first 9 days of April, it has been so slow. Nothing really has happened on the monthly chart. Look, barely any movement. We've started from where we left off in March, which is why I think that there could be a big move coming. Now, I can't do much of my normal analysis on the daily chart, but I will add for you some moving averages just so we can see where price is likely to be a magnet to, shall we say. 50-day moving average. I'll also add in the 200-day moving average as well. And as you can see, the price action at the moment is that this is the fourth consecutive day of trading below the 50-day moving average, and so we could see a move down towards the 200-day moving average, and the level that I would expect price potentially to fall from if we continue to have these demand issues would be to around this order block here. So this would be our daily take profit levels. If I mark that on the chart for you, daily take profit, and this take profit level where I've marked, you can see that we've broken structure this high here, BOS, break of structure, from this daily order block here. So this could be our level that price falls into, and it marries up nicely on the 4-hour chart, and I'll show you what I mean. And it's a move towards the 50-day moving, 200-day moving average, because as you can see, we are trading significantly above it. Now, having that as our daily take profit level and moving down onto the 4-hour chart, you can see the kind of story that's being created here, and we're now trading quite comfortably below the 200-day moving average. We've just closed below the 50-day moving average as well. You can see these multiple retests that we've had. Now, I don't really trade these patterns, but they are valid. I've seen people successfully trade them as well. Now, what we've got here really is we've got this bearish pennant. We've had this move down, and then we've had price create this kind of pennant structure. And so what we could see is a move down. If I draw the path down, if we can break below this pennant structure, and it sits really, it's not really a coincidence, it sits around this $60 per barrel mark either. We could have price move down, we could have a test, and we could move down into our daily take profit level around 53. It's at this level that I'll be looking to buy. Alternatively, we could see on the 4-hour chart a break above. Now, I'd only want the break above to break the 50 and the 200-day moving average you see on the screen. A break above that, a retest of either the 200-day moving average or this pennant structure, and then a move to the upside. Oh, that's gone. Didn't mean to do that. A break above, a retest, and a move to the upside. And looking at daily take profit levels, to be honest, I'd be looking at around, it's not the biggest target, I know it's only around 64, 65. We could probably squeeze out $64 per barrel in that. But I am, at the moment for oil for the next month or the remainder of this month, I am expecting a pullback. And as you can see on the monthly chart as well, we have actually failed to create any highs, and a pullback does seem necessary to me. Let's get that structure back. So they're my situations for oil on the 4-hour, the daily, and the monthly chart. If I remove everything, so we've got a nice clean chart again, we can potentially look at some more intraday positions. But I thought, we know that we're in this ranging market. If you look at that price action there, the only thing that we could do potentially is trade in between the ranges. But at the moment, we're smack bang in the middle of the ranges at around 60. So I think for this analysis, it's really important to stay patient. Can we get a break above 60? Or are we going to, because we are actually looking at exactly the same market structure in this bearish pennant that we're seeing. So the move down there and across there. If we can get a break below, then we can target down. So for me, it's about staying patient. As I said, can we close above 60, or is 60 going to act as resistance like it has done for the last couple of days, really for the last week or so, to be honest. And yeah, I'm expecting a bit more downside for oil, but I am going to be looking out for these demand factors, keeping an eye on the updates on the UK around the AstraZeneca vaccine, and to see how Europe are coping as well with their rollout and their lockdowns, because we are seeing a few more cases. That's it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please turn on your notifications as well, because it will come straight to your phone or whatever device you're using to watch these videos as soon as they're published. Please like and subscribe as well. Drop any comments. Either you can message me on my Instagram above me, or you can drop a comment right on the video. Other than that, guys, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'll catch you all on Tuesday for the next video, and apologies for not recording the video on Tuesday. We are back next week with our 2 forecasts. Cheers. So then, guys, I am on the Zenfinex website at the moment. There's been a few comments asking if we do have a website, and so I just wanted to give you a really quick overview. You can access it on zenfinex.com. You'll see straight away that we do have a free guide for you guys to download, top 10 tips from professional traders, which is a great read. And if you continue scrolling down on the site, you'll also see our limited time offer, where you can trade your Forex on a standard account with raw spreads and 0 commission, which is a really great deal at the moment, guys. So feel free to check this one out.